Hey there, this is Jessica from Peterson SEO. Thank you so much for speaking with me today and requesting your free video. So today we're just going to go over a few tips that you guys can apply right away that's going to help with your online presence as well as getting more organic leads. It is important to note that nearly 70% of your organic leads are going to come from this website. So it is going to be really important that your website be properly optimized so you can actually capture that traffic. So here we are on your website. You have a nice looking website. The first thing I notice is you have separate pages for each of your individual services, which is awesome. That's exactly what you need. You definitely need to make sure that every single one of these pages have their own original content and their own local buyer intent keywords. Google wants your homepage to have a minimum of 1,000 to 1,500 words of content focused on your services and your local buyer intent keywords. I do see that you have a little bit of content, but I'm not seeing quite enough content. So you're definitely going to have to work on your content and keyword strategy. You want to focus on the local buyer intent keywords. So that's going to be the keywords and billings for the services that you're offering. Buyer intent keywords are the keywords your customers are actively searching for on Google right now for your services. They may not know the name of your company, but they know the services that they need, and that's what they're going to be searching for, and so that's what your content needs to be built around. I also noticed that you service multiple different areas and you have separate pages, which is awesome. This is exactly what you need. But if we take a look at these pages, you're going to notice that it's missing the whole point of having these pages. So the purpose of these pages are so that you can be found in each of these communities. So these service area pages should be like mini home pages um, with little summaries of each of your services using the keywords for that specific area. So this page should be filled with keywords relevant to your services around Columbus. So it should be Columbus water damage, Columbus mold removal, etc. And so you're going to need to do the same thing on every single one of your service area pages. You need to make sure that all pages have their own unique content and their own keywords. You don't want to use the same keywords on multiple pages. Um, and they have to be unique content, as I mentioned before. Google does not like duplicated content. And if you use the same keywords multiple times, you can run into keyword cannibalization. Google has little robots that go and index each of these pages, looking for that original content and keywords so they can rank you and put you in front of your customers that are searching for you. So let's take a look at one of your top competitors in billings for water damage. And we have Alpha Omega. They also have a nice looking website. They have separate pages for each of the services, just like you guys do. Um, looks like they are working a little bit harder on those local buyer intent keywords, but they don't really have enough content either. So in order to beat these guys, you would definitely need to have more content, not just on your homepage, but throughout your entire website. They also have service area locations, but just like you guys, they are missing the point. And these are all duplicated pages, and they're just switching out the service area location. And so that is keeping them from having all these pages and keywords indexed. And they're really missing out on a ton of potential customers because of that. So you definitely are going to want to work on your keyword and content strategy. Make sure everything's original content. And then you're going after all of the great keywords for each service and service area. And then you need to make sure you're supporting your website with SEO. So if we look here, you have a rating of a 0 out of 100 in Google's Trust Flow, which means Google doesn't really trust your website, and that's 100% based on your backlinks and referring domains. Not all are created equal, and while you do need a lot of these, you need to make sure that you're going after the authoritative links that are directly related to your services and that they're do follow links. And then Google's only going to give you credit for one backlink per referring domain. So anything else, Google kind of looks at as spam. If we look here, only 9 of your links are do follows. So only 9 of those links are doing anything to help your website. You've only been indexed for 15 keywords and you're currently getting 0 people on your website per month. So it just goes to show how important optimizing your website is going to be able to capture those keywords and drive that traffic to your website. If we look at your keywords, there's 10 positions per page on Google, and you only have one keyword, and it is your brand that is on the first page of Google. So you're missing out on a ton of potential customers by not having the proper SEO in place to rank these keywords to the first page of Google so you can be found for your services. If we look at your competitor, they have a rating of a 15, which isn't too bad, and that's based on their backlinks and referring domains. Only 89 of theirs are do follow, so you would only need to beat their 89 do follow referring domains in quantity as well as quality. But they've only been indexed for 5 keywords despite all their pages that they have, so they're missing out on a ton of customers as well. The reason why they're top competitors for you guys is because they're showing up higher organically for water damage restoration. So these guys are going to be super easy for you guys to beat, but you're going to have to work on those strategies that I just mentioned. And then the last part of this is the Google My Business or Google Maps section. Your goal should be to be in the top 3 of this section because 30% of people go straight to the maps and don't search anywhere else. So if you're not listed here, you send all those leads to your competition. Now, in order to be in the top 3, there are several factors, including your website performance, but the most important is going to be your citations, and that's going to be the name of your business, address, phone number, and website, and listing those in a bunch of directories like Yelp, Yellow Pages, and Glassdoor. So you're going to need a lot more of those than your top competitors. And if you follow each of these tips I provided you today, your website can be number 1 across Google for each of your services and service areas using those local buyer intent keywords supported by your SEO. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you found it helpful, and I would really love to get your feedback and what you thought of the video. If you have any questions at all, go ahead and give us a call at the number on the screen and we can chat. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.